Please like, comment, and subscribe.
When we let our guard down, then we can move into a more vulnerable state. And we need to be vulnerable, otherwise we will not be listening. Remember that when we feel threatened, when we feel triggered, we're supposed to fight back. We will immediately create the stories that, I've been the subject of, unjust, this is unfair, I have to protect myself, or this is wrong, it should change. And it means we go into this fight and protection and defend type of mode, and that's what we will be thinking, feeling, and doing. And when we're like that, we don't want to listen. And you can also, in your own life, whenever you feel triggered, you don't want to listen because you want other people to understand, because you are right, because your chemicals tells you so. And of course they don't. But we're not willing to listen. And it means that we can therefore not receive the information necessary to grow and heal. To heal, we need to be quiet. Because as I always say, we must also always assume that everything we know is wrong. When I mean wrong, I don't mean it from like a moral standpoint. I mean like it's not mathematically true. Everything we assume is the result of our own definitions and the narratives that we've created based on the definition, and then the observation of how it works in the space we have created. And because only a lie will need to be defended, we defend a lot because we're fighting with everyone else's definitions. And we're supposed to do that from a genetic point of view because the ones who are right will survive. Not in one generation, we're talking hundreds of generations, like what type of genetic programming will become dominant. That's really what it is about. So, to heal, we need to be quiet. We need to listen, because how else can we receive information and take in information that contradicts our current programming? We don't always have to discuss, we don't have to argue and see who's right. It's not how it works. When we're quiet, life will communicate with us. When we stop fighting, when we stop defending, it will start flowing through us. Always assume that you are wrong. Always assume that what life will show you, what life will tell you, will lead you forward in your growth and your healing. So when we let our guard down and we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, which is really a state of doubt, of listening, and sometimes confusion because we don't necessarily know what to do because we haven't created the definitions. That's when we can find the cracks in the wall of our own mind. That's when we're willing to look for the light wherever it is, instead of saying it should be there, but it isn't. So obviously God doesn't love me. We have to look for the light wherever the crack in the wall is. And we need to doubt everything. I've often said, as addressing the religious brain, the religious mind, that the only true way to believe is by doubting. Because doubt is assuming that there is more. It's assuming that what I relate to right now might not be the full truth. It might be, a lie, a complete misunderstanding. But this is what I've got for now. But I'm willing to change. I'm willing to let go the moment I see and understand that there is something that will work better. That's doubt. So instead of trying to find confirmation, which is the aggressive consciousness, it's defending yourself against whatever is triggering you. That's seeking confirmation because you are right and you want other people to tell you that you're right. Doubt is the opposite. It's saying that most likely there is more. Most likely I have misunderstood. That's okay. You're looking for the cracks in the wall. You're looking for the information that can contradict your current position. And we need to move into that state of vulnerability to heal. Because otherwise, we are in conflict. We are defending. And how can we heal when all healing is a result of us having let go of definitions that are unproductive?